Why you freeze when you try to speak English.
I can't speak English.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Fluency, the channel where you don't just study English, you rewire your mind to think in it. Today, we are very excited to talk about something that almost every English learner has experienced.
That moment when you open your mouth to speak English and suddenly, nothing happens.
Your mind goes blank, your heart speeds up, and you freeze.
You know the words, you studied the grammar, but under pressure, your brain just shuts down.
So today's question is simple and powerful. Why do you freeze when you try to speak English?
And here's the most important part. It's not because your English is bad.
It's because of how your brain reacts to pressure, judgment, and real-time communication.
In this episode, you'll discover what's really happening inside your mind when you freeze,
Why thinking too much actually blocks your English.
and how to train your brain to respond automatically, without panic, without translation, without fear.
So if you've ever thought, why can't I speak when it really matters? This episode is for you.
Welcome to Neurofluency.
Let's begin.
Block 1. Why freezing feels so real.
Let's start with something important. When you freeze while speaking English, your brain is not failing.
It's doing the opposite. It's trying to protect you.
Your brain doesn't see English as just a language. In that moment, it sees risk.
Risk of sounding stupid, risk of being judged, risk of making mistakes in public.
And the brain has a very old rule. When there is risk, slow everything down.
That's why your body reacts before your English does.
Your heart beats faster, your muscles tense up, and your thoughts start racing.
This is what many learners describe as freezing.
Not because you don't know what to say, but because your brain switches into self-protection mode.
In other words, English becomes a performance, not communication.
And here's the uncomfortable truth. The more you care about speaking correctly, the worse it gets.
Because now your brain is doing two jobs at the same time, speaking and judging itself.
But what if the real problem isn't fear?
What if it's something much more mechanical, something happening inside your cognitive system?
In the next block, we'll show you what's really happening inside your brain when you freeze.
And why fluency disappears the moment thinking takes over.
Block 2. What your brain is actually doing when you freeze.
To really understand freezing, we need to talk about how your brain works under pressure.
And for that, we need to introduce someone very important.
Daniel Kahneman is one of the most influential psychologists in the world. He won the Nobel Prize for his research on how the human mind makes decisions.
His work changed psychology, economics, and neuroscience, and it explains exactly why English learners freeze.
Kahneman discovered that the brain operates using two different systems.
System 1 is fast, automatic, and effortless. You use it when you understand your native language or react without thinking.
System 2 is slow, conscious, and effortful. You use it when you analyze rules, think step by step, or solve complex problems.
Now here's the key insight.
Fluency lives in System 1.
But when you freeze, you're using System 2.
You're checking grammar, searching for the perfect word, translating in your head.
And System 2 is not designed for speed.
It requires a lot of mental energy.
So under pressure, your brain becomes overloaded.
And it shuts everything down.
That shutdown is what you feel as a blank mind.
This is why knowing more rules doesn't automatically make you fluent.
You're training the slow system and expecting fast communication.
So if freezing is not about intelligence,
And not about lack of study.
then what habit is secretly forcing your brain into System 2 every time you speak?
In the next block, we'll reveal the most common mistake English learners make and why it keeps them stuck. Block 3. The biggest mistake that makes you freeze.
Now that you understand what System 1 and System 2 are, this next part might be uncomfortable.
Because most English learners are training their brain in the wrong way.
Here is the mistake. They train themselves to think about English, not to think in English.
Every time you speak, you start a mental checklist.
What's the correct tense? Is this sentence right? Is there a better word?
That checklist forces your brain straight into System 2.
And remember, System 2 is slow.
Now, add pressure.
A real conversation, a real person, a real risk of judgment.
Your brain is suddenly doing too many things at once.
Thinking, translating, correcting, monitoring yourself.
This creates what neuroscientists call mental overload.
And when the brain is overloaded,
It freezes,
that's why you can understand English perfectly.
but can't produce it in real time.
You didn't fail.
Your brain followed its training.
So if this mistake creates the freeze,
What exactly is happening inside your brain at that moment?
in the next block, we'll break down the real mechanism behind mental overload and why speed matters more than vocabulary.
Block 4. The real mechanism behind the freeze and how to train out of it.
All right, let's go deep. Freezing is not random, it's mechanical.
It happens when your brain tries to run a real-time conversation using the wrong system.
Your brain has limited mental bandwidth. Think of it like RAM on a computer.
When you speak English while translating, checking grammar, and searching for words,
You're opening 10 heavy apps at the same time.
and then you wonder why the system crashes.
That crash is the freeze.
The three-part mechanism. What's happening in your head?
Step 1. Input hits your brain. Someone asks you something simple like, "So, what do you do?"
Step 2. You switch into translation mode. You try to build the sentence in your native language first.
Step 3. You start monitoring yourself. How do I say this correctly? What if I sound stupid?
Now you have overload. Translation plus grammar plus self-judgment, all under time pressure.
And boom, blank mind.
The neuro-fluency fix. Train response patterns, not words.
You don't need more vocabulary first. You need faster automatic responses.
We're going to give you exercises that shift you from System 2 to System 1.
Exercise 1. The 2-second rule. Anti-freeze training.
Your goal is not perfect English.
Your goal is response speed.
Rule: you must answer within 2 seconds.
Even if it's simple, even if it's wrong. Because speed trains System 1. Practice prompts. Say out loud. How are you today? Pretty good. A bit tired. What do you do? I work with marketing. Where are you from? I'm from Brazil. What do you like? I'm into movies and psychology.
No translation, no grammar check, just response.
Exercise 2. Chunking. Speak in blocks, not sentences.
When learners freeze, it's often because they're trying to build sentences.
Native speakers don't build, they retrieve.
So you'll train chunks, ready-made pieces. 6 power chunks, repeat and own them. To be honest, it depends. The thing is, what I mean is, I'm not sure, but let me think for a second.
These chunks buy you time without freezing.
Exercise 3, micro-story loop, automatic fluency.
Fluency is storytelling, even tiny stories.
So here's the training. Answer with a 3-part mini-story. Formula: now, because, example. Practice: do you like your job? Yeah, I do, because I like creative work. For example, I love solving problems. Do you study English every day? Not every day, because my schedule's crazy. For example, I study on my commute.
You're not memorizing, you're building an automatic pathway.
Real situation. What to do when you feel the freeze coming. Situation: someone asks you a question in English. Person: so what have you been doing lately? Old you: freeze pattern. Brain: translate. Grammar: panic. Blank mind. You: neuro-fluency you, anti-freeze protocol.
First, you use a chunk to take control. Let me think for a second. Chunk. Then you answer using the micro-story loop. Actually, I've been working a lot because I'm in a busy phase. For example, this week I had 2 big projects.
Notice simple English, fast response, no panic.
That's fluency.
Bonus, the rescue sentence when you truly blank. If you go completely blank, don't fight it.
Use one rescue sentence and keep the conversation alive. Rescue sentences. I can explain, but I need a second. I know what I mean, I just need to find the words. Can you rephrase that? Could you say that more slowly?
These sentences are not weakness.
They are strategy.
One brutal truth that frees you.
Your brain doesn't learn fluency through understanding.
It learns fluency through fast repetition under low pressure.
Speed first.
Accuracy later.
Now you have tools to stop the freeze.
But we still need to upgrade one thing, your English instinct,
In the next block, we'll turn this into a short listening practice lesson.
and teach the exact phrases that make you sound natural while your brain stays calm.
Block 5. Mini lesson. Training your English instinct. Listening practice.
Now it's time to shift from understanding to conditioning.
This block is not about learning new rules.
It's about teaching your brain what feels normal in English.
How to use this block. Important.
Don't analyze. Don't translate. Just listen and feel the response.
Your only goal is this: recognition speed.
Core expressions. Anti-freeze phrases.
Number 1. When you need time without freezing. Let me think for a second. That's a good question. I'd say...
These phrases keep you in control while your brain prepares the response.
Number 2. When you're not sure but keep talking.
I'm not completely sure, but I haven't thought about it much, but from my experience,
Notice something important. You're not stopping, you're flowing. Number 3. When you want to sound natural, not perfect.
actually, to be honest, I mean,
These words are not grammar, they're rhythm. Listen and respond out loud.
now pause the video after each question and respond immediately.
2 seconds, no thinking.
What do you usually do on weekends? Pause.
Usually I just relax. I watch something and rest.
Do you like learning English? Pause.
Yeah, I do. It's challenging, but I enjoy it.
What's something you're working on right now? Pause.
Right now I'm focusing on improving my communication skills.
What your brain is learning here.
You're not memorizing sentences.
You're teaching your brain this situation is safe.
And when the brain feels safe,
It stays in System 1.
the big shift,
Fluency is not about saying impressive things.
it's about responding without panic.
Simple English. Fast response.
That's how the freeze disappears.
So now you know why you freeze.
And you know how to train your brain out of it.
But there's one final mindset shift that changes everything.
In the next block, we'll close this episode with the rule that separates students,
From fluent speakers.
the rule that separates students from fluent speakers.
Let's finish this with one rule. If you remember only one thing from this episode, let it be this.
Fluent speakers don't aim to be correct. They aim to respond.
Students wait for the perfect sentence,
Fluent speakers move forward with what's available.
and the brain rewards movement.
When you respond quickly, even with simple English,
Your brain learns that speaking English is safe.
no danger, no emergency, no freeze.
The identity shift.
The moment you stop trying to sound smart,
Your English starts to sound natural.
because fluency is not intelligence.
It's conditioning.
The daily neurofluency rule.
Every day, answer 3 simple questions out loud.
2 seconds per answer, no correction.
That's it.
That's how you train System 1.
Freezing is not a weakness.
It's feedback.
Your brain is telling you how it was trained.
And now you know how to retrain it.
Don't just study English.
Rewire your mind to think in it.
If this episode helped you, follow Neurofluency.
And keep training your brain, not your fear.
See you in the next episode.
Stay fluent.
I think in English, little by little. I don't freeze anymore.